legislation does it good.
Senator White.
Thanks to the Minister and the Department staff and the Parliamentary Secretary for being here. My question is actually going to fall in line with the comment you made about accidental consumption being a concern. How does that circle get squared with allowing 4 plants to grow in a residence and the high potential for accidental consumption and the fact there won't be any do not touch labeling on those plants? And why wouldn't we, under a truly regulated system, just make it unlawful to grow personal?
Once again, we've certainly looked at this situation closely, and the task force made the recommendations of allowing for personal home cultivation. When it comes to, again, the recommendation that's been brought forward, we have made it very clear that we recommend no more than 4 plants per household, and if there's 5 people in the household, it still means 4 plants. So we certainly have to make that very, very clear. With respect to accidental consumptions, with respect to the packaging and labeling, as you're probably very aware, with respect to growth. With respect to provinces and territories, again, different provinces have made different references with respect to the limits and the requirements that are going to be needed for home cultivation. I'm going to just speak for my home province of New Brunswick. New Brunswick has made it very clear that when home cultivation is going to occur, it has to be done in a closed and locked setting. So different provinces and territories are taking different approaches when it comes to this, and we are monitoring the situation very closely. And perhaps my colleague, Bill, can respond to that.
Not a great deal to add to what the Minister has said. Save and except, first of all, the ingestion of cannabis, just eating the raw leaf, does not actually, that's not an efficient method of ingestion, and that wouldn't, it has to actually be combusted in order to be ingested. As well, I think the main point of access for alcohol for a 12-year-old is swiping it out of their father's liquor cabinet. And quite frankly, if any parent has a responsibility to protect their children from anything, from the medicine cabinet, from anything that can cause them harm. And if they've made a legal choice to have cannabis in the home, whether it's through personal cultivation or acquiring it through legal purchase, they still have a responsibility as parents not to expose their children, a legal responsibility not to expose their children to that risk. And you know, I think part of the public education campaign for parents is to have a better understanding of what those risks are for their children, and to know that they have a responsibility to protect their kids.
Okay, I'll move on to Senator